welcome to part 2 of the September crochet along. This is the TikTok live replay of finishing up this straps for our shoulder bag. Now I know this video is long. Keep in mind it is a live replay. We crocheted this bag live, y'all. So don't stress though, because I did add timestamps for y'all, so you can just skip to whatever part of the bag it is that you need. If you missed part 1 of the bag, it's linked in the description box below. Okay, so this is part 2 of our crochet along, y'all. We are finishing up the bag. It's not too much more that we have to do tonight to finish up. So you're going to need 6 stitch markers tonight, along with the same hook, your scissors, and your crochet needle, your darning needle. I recommend these. Ooh, excuse me. Here's the pack. I'll let you see what it looks like. Finishing needles. These are awesome. I no longer use my yarn needles. I use these all the time because you can just open them up, stick a yarn right in there, and then stitch it in. So you ain't got to worry about it coming out and all that good jazz. So let me zoom in and we'll be ready to go ahead and get started. All right. So again, we slip stitch to close this round and then end at round 12. What we're going to do is fasten off. So you just chain 1 and cut your yarn off. And you can weave this tail in a little bit later. I'm not going to weave it in right now. I'll weave it in later. And so this is what it should look like so far. Let me zoom y'all back in so you can see. All right, so what we're going to be doing with these stitch markers now, you can go ahead and grab 2 of them. Again, you should have 74 stitches. Remember I said to count and make sure y'all have 74 stitches all the way around. So we're going to grab our bag and hold it like such. And we're going to find that center stitch over here on the side. And we're going to mark that. So put your stitch marker in there. I'll zoom in and let y'all see which stitch I'm talking about. This one stitch right here on the side. Once you close your bag up like this, you'll have 1 stitch there. So go ahead and mark that one. And we're going to count over 36 stitches. So not counting the one that we just marked. We're not counting that one. We're going to count over from that. So starting with this next stitch, we're going to count 36 over. 3, 4, 5, 6. And so now you will mark the 37th stitch. So you should have 36 stitches in between your stitch markers. Not counting the stitches. Oops, sorry, I can't see. Not counting the stitches that are in your stitch markers. But you should have 36 stitches in between. And if you count on that back side, you should have 36 stitches back there too. So all we're doing is essentially splitting our bag in half. That's right, mark the 37th stitch. So we'll count this side and make sure we have 36 over here too. So 35 and 36. So we got 36 stitches in between on both sides. So now from here, we're going to go back to the back side of the bag, right? We're going to grab us another stitch marker. And from this stitch again, over here on the side, we're going to count. We're going to count in 15 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're going to mark that 16th stitch. And so you should, we're going to do that. Mark that 16th stitch and count 1, 2, 3, 4 and mark that 5th stitch. And I'm going to explain it again so it's not confusing for y'all, because it can be a little confusing. You just got to count again on this side and make sure you have 15 in between these stitches. that you got the same stitches on the other side as well. So we got 4 in between here. This is our middle part of the bag, right? And the key is to have the same amount of stitches on the back side as well. So we're gonna go over and count and make sure that they line up on the back side too. Four. We're gonna mark the 16th stitch here. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark 5th stitch. And we should have 16 over here. Well, 15, sorry. And 15. There we go. Alrighty. Let me explain it again for y'all because it did get a tad confusing right there. Okay. So on your sides, we're going to start with this side, right? We're going to count over 15 spaces from that side space, right? From the one we marked on the corner. We're going to count over 15 spaces and we're going to mark the 16th stitch. That makes sense? Then we're going to count from there, that stitch, we're going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4 and mark the 5th stitch. So you should have 4 in between these two middle ones. And then you'll count back over and you should have 15 on this side as well. So you have 15 spaces in between the sides. So from side to here, you should have 15 spaces. And then you'll mark your next stitch. Then you'll have 4 in the middle between those stitches. That makes sense? Let me know if that's confusing. If that confuses anybody, let me know. And you want to do the very same thing on the other side. So you'll flip your bag over and you'll count over 15 stitches. Once you get to 15, you mark that 16th stitch. Count over 4 spaces. Mark the next stitch. So you should have 4 stitches in between these two center stitch markers. Let me turn you up. There you go.
Where everybody at tonight?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna post it on the whatchamacallit so they can see it because I can't stay on a long time tonight. So I'll just post a video. What's up, DP? Alright, so now if everybody got those, and again let me know if it is confusing and I will say it again. Because I may not be the best at explaining this evening. I got a slight headache, but all right, okay. Also, too, when you're counting over your stitches, make sure not to count this chain 2 because that's the chain 2 that goes in the same stitches that double crochet right there. So these should be basically like paired together. That's your stitch. That's your chain 2. So don't count that as a stitch when you're counting over. Do it to throw your count off. All right, so I'm gonna start on. It doesn't matter which side of your bag you're gonna start on, but I'm gonna grab this stitch right here, and I'm gonna insert my hook into the stitch that does have the stitch marker there. So I'm gonna insert my hook into that stitch, and now we're going to attach our yarn again because now we're about to start the straps. And you'll work one side at a time. So you'll work this side of the bag first, and then you will flip and work this side of the bag. Hey Takia, how you doing? All right, so we're going to do flip knot and tighten our yarn down on a hook, and you're going to pull through the stitch. Once you get pulled through, you can take out your stitch marker. You don't need that marker anymore. You're done with that one. Thank you, Takia. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Zakia.
So we're gonna chain up two, and normally we work into that same stitch where we did our chain two at. We're not gonna work in that stitch. We're gonna skip that one. We're gonna go ahead and do a double crochet into this next stitch here. Let me say that better. Okay. You got your chain two right here. We're going to do a double crochet two together in these next two stitches. So basically what you're starting with will be a double crochet three together, but because we're not going into this stitch right here, we're just going into this one, and then to combine this one, that'll make it be the three together, if that makes sense. I'll show you. So we got our chain two. We're going to go into this first stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull through two, and we're going to stop right there. We're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. You should have three loops on your hook. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through all three. So that essentially makes a double crochet three together right there. And if you need to mark that stitch, you can, so that you know that that is the first stitch now. You can. So that now is your first stitch of this round. So now that you've done that, we're going to double crochet, one double crochet in each stitch around to the other side where your other stitch marker is, but we're going to stop three before the end.
Cotton yarn looks different than the acrylic.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it's gappier.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a small t-shirt yarn, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it's super dark in here tonight for some reason. I don't know
Do
why.
you
Like, I
have
don't
your
have,
light? You got your light pointed? What nephew say you got your light together?
yeah. But, it's
It's not
trying.
dark though. You can see
Okay.
good.
Oh, okay, cool. It just seems super dark. I thought it was because I had that other light, I mean phone holder overhead, but
I can see good with all four of my eyes.
oh, not all four. Okay,
Hmm.
so now this side stitch marker, you don't need it anymore. You can take it out as you're going around. You don't need that one. And we're going to continue going around with one double crochet in each stitch until we have three stitches left in this round.
So you're gonna stop before you get three stitches to that stitch marker?
Mm-hmm. So this would be where you're ending, is where this stitch marker is. So we would go two up from this. So that's one, two, three. We would stop right here. The stitch marker is the last stitch. And what we're going to do to end this round is do a double crochet 3 together. So that's what we started with. That's what we're going to end with as well.
Hey, Deborah. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're on part two of our crochet along. If you're just coming in, sit down, have a seat. If you need to ask questions, please feel free to do so.
Hey Deb,
Hey,
how you
Deb.
doing? All right, so now we have our 3 stitches left, right? We got the one with the stitch marker. We have one here, one here. So now we're going to double crochet 3 together to end this round. And I'll pull in so y'all can see. So we are going to yarn over, go into this first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We got 2 loops on a hook. We're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 3 on our hook. We can take this stitch marker out here because we're done with that. And we're going to yarn over and go into this last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those. And that's a double crochet 3 together.
Oh, that's neat.
So now that's the end of that round. What we're going to
Do
do,
anybody have any questions on how to do that?
hey Deb, we are doing our crochet along, which is this it's a simple shoulder bag is what it is. And we did part 1 on Monday night where we did the base of the bag. And so now we're doing the straps to the bag. And part 1 is posted. The live replay is posted on the YouTube page, and that's found in my bio. Thank you, Deborah. All right, so what we're going to do from here is we're going to chain up 2 and we're going to turn. So if it helps you to count your rows, because we're going to do this particular repeating stitch for 3 rows. So if y'all I recommend these little popper things. These are like super, super, super cool to count your rows with. And let me pop my other little bows back. All right, so now that's round 1. We can pop that down. We're chained up our 2. And we're going to start the same way we started over on this side. Essentially, we're starting with a double crochet 3 together. But normally you would start in this first stitch right here, right? But because we're going to skip it, our chain 2 is going to essentially count as a double crochet for us. We're going to skip this first stitch and we're going to double crochet these 2 stitches together. So it'll end up making a double crochet 3 together. So we're going to yarn over from here, go into the second stitch, not the first. Again, not this stitch, but we're going into the second. We're going to go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We got 2 loops there. And we're going to yarn over, go into this third stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So that takes that chain 2, this double crochet, and this one, and put them all together. So again, like on the first side, if you need to mark this stitch right here to know that this is your stitch, not this of the chain 2, this is your stitch. Mark it if you need to, so you'll know what you're working into when you come back around on the next row. Thank you for the share. So now we're going to work 1 double crochet around until, like we did 3 stitches before the end. This will be your end. That's 2. That will be your third. So we're going to crochet 1 double crochet all the way around until we get right here, and we're going to do 3 double crochet together to end the round. So how we start the round is how we're going to end the round.
Hello, welcome in, welcome in. We're just making a simple tote bag. Um, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. The first part of it is posted on the YouTube. Um, if you're not a part of our Discord family, please feel free to join. The link is in the bio. We do things like this every month, sometimes twice a month. So feel free, come in, sit down, have a seat, ask questions. We don't gatekeep. We're just a friendly little family.
And this portion of the tutorial will be added to the YouTube as well. It'll be in, I think I'm gonna put it in its own little playlist of crochet-alongs. So after the live, I will download it and get it uploaded. It may take me a day to get it uploaded if there's something I have to edit out, but for the most part, it should be up by tomorrow. So we're just doing one double crochet on around in each stitch until we get 3 from the end. All right, we're coming up on the end here. And now we have 1, 2, 3 left. And it helps to mark that the stitch when you're going around, so you'll know, have a visual reminder of where you need to stop. So now we're going to take these 3 stitches and double crochet them together. So we're going to do yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We got 2 loops. Then we're going to go into the next, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 loops. And then now to finish up, we're going to go into this last stitch. So take out your stitch marker. We're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So you should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4. And so that is a double crochet 3 together. Oh, it said my device is overheating.
Laverne, do you mean for the body or do you mean for the straps?
So that is round 2 of the strap.
Hit your marker, sis.
Where is it at? Oh, I got this one
In
marked.
front?
So
No.
really
Hit
what you need to
your
mark.
popper.
Oh, boops. So that's round
It's
2.
74, Laverne.
Yeah, you should have 74 stitches. Now, what she say to start the bag?
She
You
said,
should have
yeah.
35 to start the bag. You should have 35.
Oh, oh. What,
Yeah, you're gonna do, okay. You'll do 35, chain 35 to start the bag, right? And then when you go into your first stitch, you'll do 6. Oh, you count. Sorry, let me start over. Chain 35. Then you're gonna do 6 double crochet in the 3rd loop from the hook. Double crochet across until you get to your last one, and then you do 6 double crochet in that last stitch. Then you're going to work on the underside of the chain, and you'll do 1 double crochet all the way back until you get to your last stitch. Till you get to the first stitch, and then you'll slip stitch. And that should give you your 74, because there are no more increases or decreases once you start the bag. And you'll do 1 double crochet all the way around for each row for 12 rows. Well, 12 rounds. But the tutorial is posted, Laverne. It's posted on the YouTube. Okay, so that's round 2. And we're going to do this particular decrease pattern for 1 more row. So we're going to chain up 2 and turn our work. And so this will be round 3. We're going to skip this first stitch again. Normally we would work here when we start this row. But we're going to skip this because, again, this chain 2 is acting as a double crochet, and we're going to put all 3 of these right here together. So we're going to skip this stitch. We're going to yarn over, go into this second stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into that third stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And so that puts those 3 together. And go ahead and mark that stitch. Mark the first stitch of each row, so that way you'll know that that's where you're going to end at when you come back around, because you may try to go into the chain, but you're going to want to go here because you decreased right there. And we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around until we get to 3 from the end, and we're going to double crochet 3 together at the end, and that will be our last decrease of this round. So who's all crocheting? It's good many people in here tonight. Welcome in, you guys. If y'all are new here, my name is Tamika. I'm the Hands Behind Designs by Tanita, and this is our September crochet along for our fiber fam, which we are working on a tote bag. Well, it's a purse, a simple crochet purse is what we're working on. We did the body of the bag on Monday night, and we're working on the straps now. If you missed Monday night, then feel free to check out the YouTube, which is linked in my bio, and the first portion of the live is already there. So once we finish this part 2, it'll be in the YouTube as well in about a day. Give me a day and I'll have it in there. And so if you guys haven't joined our Fiber Fam and would like to join to become part of our community, feel free to join our Discord or our Facebook group. Both are linked in my bio as well.
You noticed them and they ran away.
I was just about to say that. Like, soon as if you say like, "Hey, it's some people in here," they say, "Oh, she saw us.
Yeah,
We gotta
that's
go."
why I don't say that. I just be like, hey, welcome in. Like, just come on
Hey, Granny,
in.
how you doing? Yeah, if you see them, they're like, "Oh, she saw us. We gotta go." Sorry, y'all.
Like, dang, y'all done caught me out here in the street.
Like, y'all ain't gotta talk. You know, I don't say anything. Just
I
hey.
mean, they all ran away, girl. You
Just
went from 60 something to down to 30, like half of them.
right. That's like, hey, I just want to tell y'all, hey, I'm sorry. Come back. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we are 3 from the end. We have the first stitch. Can y'all see? Are we close enough? Okay.
Okay, go. Yeah.
All right. So now we have 1, 2, 3 left. So we are ready to decrease. So we're going to yarn over, go into this stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, go into our next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We got 3 stitches, and now we're going to yarn over, go into this last stitch here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We got 4 loops left, and we're going to yarn over and pull through all 4. And that
Thank you,
is,
sis.
thank you, sis. And that is a double crochet 3 together. And so that is round 3. Now for round 4 through 10, there's a different decrease pattern. Instead of double crocheting 3 together, you're just going to double crochet 2 together. And you'll do that up to round 10. So we're going to chain up 2 and we're going to turn our work. Again, we're going to skip this first stitch here and we're going to go straight into this next one with a double crochet. And that will decrease right here and put those 2 together. And so you just mark the top of that double crochet. And that becomes your last stitch.
So are you going to decrease on every round
Mm-hmm.
up through 10?
Yep. So now we're just doing 1 double crochet around until we get 2 from the end. A while ago, it was 3 from the end. Now we're skip going until we have 2, because we're just decreasing 2 instead of 3 now. And so this particular decrease pattern starts on round 4. So round 4 through 10, you'll be doing this same decrease pattern. Hey, Crochet Queen. We are doing a crochet tote, like a simple crochet purse. We started it on Monday night. This is a crochet along project for this month, which we may end up doing a second one because this one was simple. We did this first portion on Monday night. That portion is already linked in the posted to the YouTube rather. And now we're just finishing up the straps portion of it. Thank you. Thank you for the share, Fernanda. I ain't gonna say hey y'all, cause last time I said hey y'all ran off. I ain't gonna say hey.
Let me see it. Hey everybody, welcome in. Come in, sit down, have a seat, and crochet along with us. We are working on a simple tote bag for our crochet along for the month of September. Um, if you want, you can go over to the YouTube, and the first part of it is posted already. After this, we'll post the second part. Um, Crochet Queen, go up to the bio and join our Discord, and we have everything posted in there too.
Yeah, so the Discord, and some people, if you can't get into the Discord, let me show you guys, because there is a glitch in TikTok that
And we
won't.
also have a Facebook group.
Yes, I was about to say that there's a Facebook group for the ones that can't get into the Discord or choose not to have the Discord. Let me show you guys how to get in, because TikTok is a little strange. Okay, so you're going to click my face again, and you're going to click the link tree here. Well, you can click here and go straight to the YouTube. But if you click here and go to the link tree, oops, sorry, y'all. The first link here is to the Discord. The second one is to the Facebook group, and the third one is to the YouTube. So if you want to join the Discord, you click that first link there. And once you click accept, it'll say action can't be completed. So just click the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner and hit open in browser. And then it'll let you in that way. And you just go to server. So, and as you can see, I've already posted that the first portion of the tutorial is up. So, all right. So now we have one more here. And we're at our last 2 stitches for this row. So what we're going to do is decrease on these stitches. We're going to go into this first one like normal, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to stop there. And you can take out your stitch marker and go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and then pull through those 3 loops. And that's how you do a double crochet decrease, or double crochet 2 together, sorry. And so that is round 4. You're going to do this all the way up through round 10. So you'll chain up 2, turn your work. Oh, it's really simple. It's really simple. I think you would come to enjoy it once you did it. This will actually be like my third one. Well, my second and a half, because I started a different one the other night. So again, once we chain up 2, we're going to skip that first one. Oop, let me go back in. Let's see if I can move this
Did
along.
anybody have any questions?
All right, so we're going to skip this first one. because this chain 2 essentially is counting as a double crochet for us. And we're going to yarn over and go into the second stitch here, and then complete a double crochet like normal, and then you can mark that stitch, and that combines those 2 stitches there. And I'm just marking that first stitch of each round, so that way it's easy to know when you flip and go back the opposite direction what your last stitch is. Now, if you're able to tell and you don't need it, that's fine. You don't have to mark it, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm just showing you guys with the stitch marker. And we're going to double crochet across until we get 2 from the end, and we'll double crochet 2 together again and go to the next row. Thank you for sharing the live. Much appreciated. And we're live here, guys, on Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So whenever you guys would like to join, feel free to come on and join us.
Come on in, sit down, have a seat. Tell us what you're working on, what you're drinking on, and just be a part of this wonderful, wonderful family.
All right, so now we're at the last 2. We're going to double crochet those together. So we're going to yarn over, insert like normal, but then we're just going to pull through 2. We're going to yarn over, go into that last one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 3 loops left, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through 3. And so that's the last of that round. So that is your round 5. Chain 2, turn your work.
Press the popper.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What you said?
Press the popper.
Oh, I did. I pressed it.
Good job. You usually have to remind you because you get lost.
I will forget. I will forget. So now the only difference is you're starting and ending your round with a double crochet decrease. But it's just a little different when you start your round because you're just skipping that first stitch and going into the second. But as long as you can remember that that's what you're doing, you're just going to do this for 5 more rounds. And you mark your first one if you need to, so you'll know what you're doing when you're coming back around. Because see, by marking that first one is how we know where we're stopping at on when we're coming back. And so we'll just carry on with 1 double crochet on across. Oops. And I'm using cotton yarn, you guys. The first one, the purple one I did was acrylic yarn, but this one is cotton. I just wanted to kind of test the difference to see which one I like better. I think I like the acrylic a little bit better. It's not as gappy as this cotton, but I don't know. Acrylic seems like it's winning to me right now. All right, we're on our last 2. We can pull out this stitch marker, set it to the side, and we're going to double crochet these together. So I went through the first one. Now we're going to do the second and pull through all 3. Chain up 2 and turn. Then I pop the popper. And pull off a little bit more yarn. All right, so now we just keep going until we finish out round 10. Anybody have any questions so far?
This other lady said that she liked acrylic better than she likes cotton.
I do too.
She she said that she did a poll, and the poll most people said they prefer acrylic over any other kind.
Me too. It's here, Donna. It's here. I didn't like the colors. So I did another one. It's here. I'm gonna find something else to do with that yarn. Maybe dishcloths or something.
It was too whitewashed for
Yeah,
you.
it was. It was.
It makes
And Tina, Miss Analytical, she said that the blue in that one actually fades. So
really?
mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say I think you should add like a mint green or something to it, and I feel like that'll be make something cute.
Maybe washcloths, dishcloths. So now, as you can see, it is decreasing. That's exactly what we wanted it to do. We wanted it to decrease. And we are on round 8 now. So once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take long.
Do anybody have any questions? A few of y'all that's left in here.
That number is like fluctuating awful. Okay. Oops. Didn't mark the first one, which I know where it is, but just for consistency purposes.
Donna, how's your bag coming?
Have you seen the ones in the Discord? They've been posting some. They look good.
I haven't been over there. I've been sleeping.
They look
See, I
really
had went to
good.
the horse filler today.
I didn't get a nap today, y'all. Maybe that's what's wrong.
That's why your hair's hurting.
I did not take a nap.
Are you okay?
I don't think so. I
Have
don't
you
think
had
so.
ham today? You had ham?
No, I didn't even have him.
Oh my goodness, that's the problem.
No ham,
Problem
no
solved.
nap. What is wrong with
Problem
me?
solved.
Who do I think I am?
I don't know. You know your body can't go without.
Right. I
Well,
know,
don't it'll
shocking,
be
right?
posted in a day or two.
Yeah. This one should be shorter, so it shouldn't take that long, and I shouldn't have much to edit out of it. So I'm making get this one posted tomorrow. Excuse me.
It's okay, Donna. Forgive her right now. She hasn't had a nap or ham today, so she's probably having a few issues. It's okay. She's
And
gonna post it.
I took ibuprofen for my headache, and it was just like it laughed at it. So yeah,
It's the lack of. That's
it's
what
the
it is.
ham. It's the ham. It's got to be the ham.
hmm You know, you have to have that like 3 times a day.
Definitely. All right. So now, last one. Is that you tapping?
Oh, sorry. I
Thank you,
was
sis.
tapping
Paper
away.
crane. That was cute. It's fine. I'm
I was
just.
just a
Oh,
tapping.
it's fine. Okay. I'm a. I'll start the other side, Donna. All right. So this is 9. That was 9. So this should be 10.
Hello, Madeline.
Hey, Madeline. So this should be 10. Let me count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. This is round 10.
Okay, Donna, do one more. You're supposed to have 12. You need one more row.
And at the end of once you get your 10 rows, you should have 7 stitches left. So that's our 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we are going to double crochet these two together, and this will make our 7.
If you have not sent your daily heart me, please go ahead and send your daily heart me. And if you are just sitting and watching, we appreciate it. But please tap that screen because our creator is dropping all the tools that we need and she does not gatekeep. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask and we will help you as best as we can.
All right, so now from here, we've done our 10 rows, right? And now is where you get to decide how long you want your strap to be on your bag. Yeah, the video, I'm videoing Madeline. It'll be this one. I was recording it on my other phone, but I stopped until I got my little life together. But yeah, I'll post this. This particular strap, I did 20 rows. So this is the middle here. I did 20 all together in the whole strap. I did 20. And so you will do the same thing on one side that you do on the other. So if you do 10 on this side, you're going to do 10 on this side as well. But it's completely up to you in terms of how long you want your strap. So you got your base 10 here, your base 10 rows. And now if you want to do 10 more, to just go ahead and make it 20 rows, and this is how long it'll be if you do that. But you can completely customize it if you want it to be longer, you want it to be more like crossbody-ish. It just has to match on each side. So if you want to do 20 more on this side, you got to do that on this other side too. Just keep in mind how many you do on this side because you got to repeat it on the other side. Me personally, I only did 10. So I would have 20 rows all together for my strap. And what I do is just mark this row. Doesn't matter where, just anywhere. I need a different color. Just mark this row, and that way I can just count up from there how many rows I had. Basically all I did. And so there are no more decreases now. So all you're going to do is chain up 2. Once you get down to your 7, you're decreasing down to 7. You turn. And now we are going to work into this first stitch because we need to keep 7. Need to keep 7 stitches in our strap. So before we were skipping this stitch, now we're going to work into this stitch. So you should have a chain 2 and your first double crochet in this stitch, because the chain 2 is not counting as a stitch anymore, but you should still have 7 when you go across. So there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6.
Look what Kiki said. She's a
G said that.
genius.
G said that. I was like, I can't unsee it now. It's definitely giving candy corn. Here is 7. So now you just count that little stitch, chain up 2, turn your work, and keep going. You just want to make sure that you have 7 stitches in each row. So again, we're going to go into this first one. That's 2.
So after row 10, you did an additional 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this is where it really flies by. So now you just chain up 2, keep on turning.
Dang, that was 7 already?
Mm-hmm. Walmart keeps. It's 2, 3, 4.
Sis, you know you're recording, right?
Oh, 6. And 7. So we're chain 2. If you're marking stitches, you're counting your stitches on your popper, make sure you are popping as you go. So now I'm on round 14. Mm, Try to get it to where y'all can see. Okay, here we go. I can pull out a little bit. There we go. That should be good. So
Speaking
we're
of
gonna.
candy corn, popcorn, and you throw some candy corn in it and shake it up real good.
Ugh,
It's a really good snack. Did you say, ooh,
yeah, that sounded totally gross.
girl, that is so good. Cause you got the savor, you have your sweet and savory at the same time.
Anybody tried that other than G? I, you know, just want to know if anybody else can vouch for it. I'm just saying.
Shit, sister, y'all. That's love. Like, so when like you go to the movie, do you get like Reese's Pieces and popcorn or something like that?
Mm-mm, I don't.
Mm. I like sweet and savory,
See, normally if I get sweet, I want something salty behind it. So
and that's the popcorn.
I get it, but I just don't know if I want to put them together. Like I have to eat my sweet first, and then I eat my salty because I want the salty to be the last thing.
I just mix them together, and
No,
then
I don't do all that.
now at the movies, the Reese's Pieces, I don't do that. I might pour some of them in my hand or something
Madeline
like
said,
that.
"No." Yeah, right, Madeline. Nah, I ain't done that.
Whatever, Madeline.
Ugh, I'm gonna have to plug y'all back up. It said the phone was overheating. I think I've decided, y'all.
Exciting it.
I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade. I didn't want to.
Yay.
I don't want to.
Welcome to the family, fam. I don't know though, because like I said, I like that fold. That fold is really nice.
That's what I'm looking at, but I don't want to pay extra $50 a month to get the fold.
But that flip, I don't know what that flip is. Now my friend, she had one of them, and she had to replace. They had to replace her whole flip because it went out.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I really don't want an
You
iPhone.
got an iPad, but you got an iPad,
Yeah, that's
so I
enough.
mean,
That's enough Apple for me. I don't even really care for that.
the
I re-
words you say.
I'm not a big Apple person. I'm really not. I mean, the iPad, okay. iPad was kind of like a necessity. It really was. But in terms of the iPhone, I like Android
I
better.
have not looked at it. 'Cause I want to look at it, but I know if I look at it and I like it, I'm gonna be wanting to get it. And I know if I upgrade
Yeah,
mine,
I was
Kayla's
looking at the
gonna be wanting
17.
his.
They said it'll be out September 19th. It was on the news earlier.
But see, now there's one thing about me. I won't get a phone when it first comes out. It's got to be out for a few months because I want all
Right.
the bugs and the
All the
glitches gone.
bugs. Mm-hmm.
But like I know that if I upgrade my phone, Caleb is gonna want his upgrade.
But it seems like they just came out with the 16. Like, why do we need a 17
But
already?
now, one thing that I don't know, all their phones look the same. It's like I'm paying extra for the same phone.
It
I'm paying
definitely,
extra for the same phone.
definitely. That changed already? Nope. That's 18 right there, y'all. So we got two more on this side, and we'll be done with this side.
Donna, are you still in here? We're getting ready to start the other side.
This is
Now, Madeline, I don't have to have an upgrade. I can my out like I was telling them before I got this iPhone, I had a phone that it didn't even it had stopped keeping time. The text messages was going out of order. I had no choice but to
you definitely needed to
upgrade.
upgrade.
Yeah, it was doing bad, but I liked my phone. Like it was so convenient and I was
That's how
used
I
to it.
am
I
with
knew
this
how to
one.
use
I
it.
don't want to get rid of it. I have the Note 20, and I've had this phone for like 5, 6 years.
Okay. So you know when you got your Note 20, I think I had a Galaxy. I think I had a Note 20, but I think I broke it or something and I had to get the iPhone. No, I had another Galaxy before then. And that's how I ended up with the iPhone. But yeah, I had like the Galaxy that came out before that. I don't remember.
You got to count off the stitch areas. Okay. All right, so that's 20. Now, if you would like your strap to be longer than this, now think about it. Your other side has to come up and meet it as well. So that's gonna be a pretty decent size strap for this said little bag. Um,
I wonder
and
if you could
that's
put
20
something
rows.
in the strap to make it solid
Yeah,
and
definitely.
like slip stitch it closed.
Because yep, that's definitely what I said I wanted to do was slip stitch it closed. But even I don't know, like even if you rolled it and like stitched it together, that would make it solid. If you yeah, or like sewed it together or something. If you rolled it, but I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. But that's 20. So what I'm gonna do is fasten off. Mm, mm, mm. Get it together. All right, so I'm gonna fasten off. Oop. And then what I'm gonna do is just come over here and attach. So what we're doing, let me zoom back in so you can see now, because we're about to start the second side. And what you'll do is take your hook into the stitch that has the marker in it, right? So you put your hook in there. Grab my yarn. Hold on. Get this one out the way. And we're going to tie a slip knot. And we're going to attach it to our hook. And so you can take this stitch marker out now because you got your hook in there. You can take your stitch marker out. So we on our hook, you're going to pull through and chain up 2. So this chain 2 is essentially counting as a double crochet for us. To start this row and to end this row, we will start and end with a double crochet 3 together. So normally we would do our first double crochet in this stitch that we attached in, right? But because this is counting as a double crochet for us, we're going to go straight into the next one. So essentially we're just double crocheting these 2 together, but it's essentially putting all 3 together. It'll make sense. I'll show you. So we're going to yarn over, go into this second stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We got 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, go into that third, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So we have 3 on our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. So now we have the first 3 stitches are combined. And you want to mark this stitch because this is where you will know where your last stitch will be when you're flipping around and coming back on round 2. So now we're going to double crochet. You can take this side stitch out because you don't need this one. This was just to help you find the center stitch markers. So we're going to double crochet, 1 double crochet in each stitch around to this stitch marker on the back side, but we're going to stop 2 before that stitch. So essentially we're stopping here. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 stitches left. We're going to do 1 double crochet all the way around to that point. Like, where am I hearing music from? I forgot I still had this iPad on there. It's like it hadn't said anything for the longest, and now all of a sudden I heard it again.
I need to go in the house, but I was still sitting outside in the car because it was somebody shady outside and I don't know where they went.
Oh no, definitely stay in the car. All right, so I'm just speeding through these here so we can get around to that other side.
Remember, it's one double crochet in each stitch until you get to the 3 before your stitch marker.
All right, we're coming up close to our stitch here. So this is our stitch marker. This is where we're ending at. So we have 2 left. This. All right, so now we have our 3 stitches left. We're going to double crochet those 3 together. So we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. So we got 2 loops on the hook. We're going to go into the next one, yarn over, go into this next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 3 loops. You can take this stitch marker out. We're going to yarn over and go into that last stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. So now we have combined those 3 double crochets. And again, if you're using a row counter, go on and count your little row. And then we're going to chain up 2. We're going to do this pattern, repeat this pattern, this decrease pattern for 2 more rows. So essentially row 1, 2, and 3 are going to have the same decrease pattern. We're going to skip this first stitch here because our chain 2 is counting as a double crochet for this stitch. We're going to yarn over and insert into the second stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go into this third, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So that is our double crochet 3 together for this row. For the start of this round, we're going to mark that stitch so we'll know where our end will be when we come back around. Now, just like the row previously, we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch around until we get 3 before the end. Oops, sorry.
So, what is everybody working on?
That makes sense, Donna? Because I know you were following along. So far, cool. Okay, did anybody have any questions? Because I know I just did the first side, but this is the second side here. For anybody that came in late or may have missed the beginning, y'all got any questions? Want to know what we're making, what we doing, anything? Let us know.
Virginia, we are making a tote, a simple tote. If you give her 1 second, she'll show you.
All right, we're going to combine these 3. We're at the end. We have 1, 2, 3 left. And see, this is why I said mark your first stitch of each round so that way you'll know where you're stopping at. Because you may not be able to tell where the first couple of decreases are. So now we're gonna double crochet these together. So yarn over, pull through 2, then we're gonna go into the second one, yarn over, pull through 2, then we're gonna go into this last one, take your stitch marker out because you're done with that one. Oops. Mm-mm. Oop. Uh-oh.
That
There we
cat
go.
said it ain't coming out.
Yeah, that cat was holding on. Pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 4. And so now we have decreased those 2. You might can't tell that
Oh,
it's starting to decrease just yet, but it is. All right, let me show you what we're making, Virginia. This is the simple tote bag. This one is out of acrylic, and I'm doing cotton with this one just to kind of test the fabrics to see what I like, test the yarn. All right, so that is round 2. We're going to chain 2, and this is our last row of this particular decrease pattern. We're going to skip that first stitch again, and we're going to go into the second, and we're going to start the decrease, and then go into the third, and we're going to decrease all 3 of those together and mark that stitch. Thank you, Virginia. We did the first half of the bag on Monday. Sorry, today is Wednesday. We did the first half of the bag on Monday, and it is the recap of that live is posted on our YouTube channel, and it's linked in my bio. So that whole first live is in there. Now we're doing 1 double crochet in each stitch until we get to 3 stitches from the end. And I'm working a little bit faster on this side because we did the first side together. So y'all let me know if y'all need me to slow down or anything.
why you not using Beulah?
I don't really like it with the cotton yarn. It's like it gets hung in it. So I just got old trusty out. Now I was flying through the acrylic yarn with Beulah yesterday. With the little sweater and the pants and all that. I made that with those. I used that
Do
to
you
make
finish?
those. No, I got like 2 or 3 rounds left on the pants. All right, 1 more. And then we're going to do a decrease again. So now we have our 1, 2, 3 stitches that we're going to decrease. So we yarn over, go through, pull a loop, pull through 2. Pull through 2 here. And then we're going to take our stitch marker out. Go into the last one. Pull through 2. And now we're going to pull through all 4 of those. Okay. And that was the last row that we're going to do the 3 decrease. So for rows 4 through 10, we're going to decrease 2 instead of 3. So we're going to chain up 2, turn our work. We're going to skip this first stitch again. We're still skipping this first stitch, and we're going to go, into this second stitch here and do a double crochet. And we're going to mark that stitch. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet until we get to 2 before the end. Y'all still hanging in there? That's it, yeah. That's the attitude. We got this. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right, so we got one more. Now we have 2 stitches left, and we're going to decrease those 2 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, go through this first one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go through the next stitch, which is your last one, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And so that is row 4. And you're going to do that same pattern. You're going to repeat that for rows 5 through 10. And I'm going to work a little bit faster through those, but if y'all need me to slow down, please let me know. I do not mind. So we're skipping that one and going straight into that second one with a double crochet. And we're going to mark that stitch. And again, you don't have to use the stitch markers, but it is really helpful, so that way you can make sure that you're going into the right stitch, because it's easy to drop a stitch or add an extra stitch. I know a lot of people feel like they don't need them, but I would rather go ahead and do it rather than have to start over, you know? All right, we're down to our last 2. Here and here. And we're going to decrease those 2 stitches. And that's row 5. We're going to chain 2, turn, and keep it going. So it's a very simple bag. It's not complicated at all. All right, we're coming up on the end of round 6. See, once you get going, it doesn't take long. All right, now we're going to start decreasing. And that's 6. So mark your row, turn, and keep it moving. I'm gonna skip the first one, go into the second. Mark your stitch. Back to the 1 double crochet across. Oh, okay, Sheila. I'll have this posted so you could catch up with your miss. You did. How did it come out? You posted? It really does. I told you it's a really quick project once you get going with it. And especially if you finish the it's so cute. Yes, it's on my page. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I'm not. You ready to do the straps? Okay, okay. Well, I will I shouldn't have much to edit in this one. I should be able to just upload it as is. Whenever TikTok has it ready to download, I'll just go ahead and download it and upload it. Ooh, look, I lost count of my rows. What did I say? I'm right. I did hit my little popper. I thought I didn't hit it. I did. We're on 8. So we got 2 more rows of this decreasing pattern. Excuse me. Couldn't sleep, so you kept crocheting. I was like that a couple nights ago. All right, so that's the last 2. We're going to decrease. Chain 2. Mark the popper. Turn. No, not yet. Yeah, once you get the hang of this, it's super simple. Like, I don't even have to look at the pattern anymore. Grandkids and son-in-law, I would stay with my sister. Oh, I'm sorry, Sheila, about you. I don't know who passed, but I'm sorry to hear it. Funerals are never fun. Never fun, dear. My kid's great grandmother. Oh, okay. All right, so this is around 10, y'all. We should have 7 stitches left. All right, so with that decrease, that's 1. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we have our last decrease here, and this makes 7. So we did it right. So now that is 10. Once you get to 10, this is when it gets cake. It's super easy now. So we're going to chain 2, and we're going to turn. So you're going to repeat just 1 double crochet in each stitch. So we were skipping this first stitch before, right? But we're not doing that now. We're just going to continue to have 7. We're not going to decrease. We're not going to increase. So we're going to go in that first stitch. We're going to put our first double crochet there, and we should have 7 all the way across. So there's 2, here's 3. Ooh, 4, 5, 6, and careful not to forget that last one there. And that's 7. So you're going to do that for as many rows as you need. Now, keep in mind, you have to do the same amount of rows that you did on your other side for your bag to match. We did 10 extra ones on this side. So altogether on this side, we did 20 rounds or 20 rows. So we have to do the same amount on this side. It doesn't matter how many you do. If you want to make your strap longer, you can do that. But again, you want to make sure you have the same amount of rows on each side. And you're just going to chain up 2, turn, and keep going. I thought that was 11. Okay, I'm on 12 now. Yep, you just got to keep your sides uniform. And this is the easy part. This is where you just fly through it because you're just doing regular double crochets. You're not increasing, you're not decreasing. It's simple. It was the straps. Did you get them? You get it figured out? And again, I do, like, I know these are fidgets. Like, these are fidgets for kids, but I love these for row counters. That's right. That's the attitude, Madeline. I'm going to. Exactly. I definitely recommend getting those, y'all. They're really good for counting your rows. If you don't forget to pop it. That's the thing, because that tends to be my problem. That's 7. Gonna chain 2, turn to work, and pop. Don't forget to pop. So now this is row 14. Like I said, it gets quick once you get through the decreases. And you want to make sure that you have 7 across. Keep it uniform. Keep your 7 across each row. So 3, 6, 7. Yep. Chain 2, pop, and turn. So we're on 15 now. I think it's pretty, but I like the acrylic better. It's not as airy, I'll say. This has a lot more, excuse me, gaps in between the stitches as opposed to the acrylic. And me personally, I don't know. I just don't like the feel of the cotton yarn. I like the acrylic better. Maybe because I'm more comfortable with acrylic. I've been using it more, but all right, this is 16. I like this color a lot better than the one we started with yesterday. A lot better. It was, I don't know, it was a little too bland for me, I guess. 6, here's 7. It was hard to see, Madeline. That was the main thing. I said it was super hard for y'all to see on camera. I should have thought about that before I grabbed that color. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something with it. I guess I'll do dishcloths with it. That was a suggestion. So maybe so. Because I've been trying that yarn for everything. I tried it for a top, didn't work out for that. I tried it for this, I didn't like it for that. So yeah, dishcloths it'll be. 5, 6, and 7. All right, y'all. Last row. Coasters and bookmark. Yep, that's a good idea. Or maybe I was about to say it can just be my like my tester yarn, but not if it's hard to see. It won't be. All right, so this is the last row. 3, 4, 5, 6, and here's 7. All right, so now this is the end of the bag, y'all. We made it. We are at the end. What you want to do is pull through, but don't cut your yarn short. Keep you a good little bit of yarn to sew with, because we are going to sew the ends of this bag together. So you take your 2 ends and make sure they're not twisted. Do it like this so y'all can see. Make sure your ends are not twisted. And you're going to match them together like this. And you take your yarn needle or your darning needle, finishing needle, whatever you're using. I recommend finishing needles. You know, I just do. I like them because look how easy this is. Open it up, put your yarn in, and there you go. You're ready to go. All right, so we are going to match stitch for stitch. Now you can whip stitch it together, you can mattress stitch it together, doesn't matter. However you want to sew it together, but just make sure your stitches are lining up. So I'm going to go through these stitches. I'm going under both loops too. So it really doesn't matter how you sew it together. It's completely up to you. So I'm going through both stitches and I am whip stitching these together. Especially if you're using like a variegated yarn or whatever, it really doesn't matter how you're going to sew it. Just make sure your stitches are lining up. And again, we had 7, so we're just sewing 7 of them down through here. This is 5. That's 6. Y'all, we are almost finished. Y'all excited? I'm excited. We're almost done, y'all. And this is 7. Now, one extra thing I did though, just to make sure it was secure, I took the side right here, and I stitched that too, just to kind of give it a tad bit more security, you know. I stitched through the side too. And I'm gonna take that tail and I'm gonna sew that in too. But that's it, y'all. Now you flip it over, and then you just weave your tail in. So you can just sew it back and forth a couple times. That's normally what I do. No elaborate stitching. Because you're going to have to weave your ends in. If you had some, you didn't crochet over them as you went or whatever, you're going to have to weave your little ends in. And if you change colors, you have to weave those in too. But now these are very easy bags to do, and they would be great to have to do like markets and stuff like that if you were looking for some quick projects to do. Oops, I think I sewed a knot in. I twisted my yarn. Hold on. Joyce used a finishing needle. See how quick that was to go back under there? Yeah, I've done 2. I did a cotton and an acrylic. All right, so now I'm just gonna sew this little edge too, like I did the other one, just to kind of make it sit flush on the edge. And you don't have to do that. That's totally personal preference. And you don't have to do this much stitching either, but I just kind of like for it to be secure. All right, y'all. I'm gonna tie this little piece right here and I'll be done. I kind of go overboard with my stitching sometimes, but it's all right. It's completely all right. All right, clip off your end. And I'll sew that little edge in a bit. And there we go. We have a bag, a finished bag. No, exactly. Ain't no unraveling this bag. It ain't going nowhere. If somebody say that bag unraveled, the lies you told just now, that is stitched. That ain't going nowhere. So now I did the same amount of stitches in this cotton one as I did the acrylic. And the cotton one is, you see the strap is longer. I guess it's a little more relaxed than this acrylic one. But yeah, those, I'll pull it up a little bit more so y'all can see the difference in the two. We have the acrylic over here, same amount of stitches, same amount of rows. And we have the cotton here. The cotton is lighter. I guess it'll make a good little sling shoulder bag, I think. Which would be nice if you lined it. And yeah, both of them would be nice if you lined it and then put like a little snap closure or something right there in the middle. I think they're really cute little fun, quick gift ideas or market prep ideas or something like that. But you guys have any questions about it? I'm gonna post this. There was no music playing, and so I think I can upload this live as is whenever TikTok has it finished. Again, this was the crochet along for the Fiber Fam for the month of September, guys, and it's so quick. We may end up just spinning the wheel to see if y'all want to do something else for this month because it was super duper duper quick. And if you guys are not in our Fiber Fam, then feel free to join us. You can join our Discord and join our Facebook group. Both are linked in my bio. That's how we we post our work and stuff in there and how we decide what we're going to do for our next projects and things. So y'all feel free to join us if you're looking for a good, fun, supportive crochet community, because we do try to support each other, try to be there for each other. I don't call it, when I say a Fiber Fam, I don't say that loosely. It is a fam. I mean, we check on each other. If I ain't seen you in a minute, I'm gonna say, hey, anybody seen, for example, Sheila? Y'all seen her? We ain't seen her nowhere. Where's Sheila? Somebody gonna reach out to you, because that's just how it is. That's the type of community I set out to build, and I think we have a pretty good one here. So if that's what you're looking for, feel free to join us, y'all. But that is it. That concludes the crochet along for this month, y'all. Yay, I'm excited. This will go up on the YouTube. If y'all aren't following, you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. It's in my bio. It's the third link down also. So yeah, I will catch y'all on what's today? Wednesday? I'll try to come back Friday. I'll try to get y'all back on Friday. If I'm not working. But yeah, we're normally live Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we would love for you guys to come hang out with us again. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with us. And don't know what we'll be doing Sunday or whatever, but we'll be doing something. Y'all post your work in the Discord and in the Facebook so we can see. Post your stuff. And yeah, good night. Love y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all have a good one.